Indonesia has the gamelan orchestra. It is the most popular form of music in Indonesia, which contains a variety of instruments, including metallophones, xylophones, kendang and gongs, bamboo flutes, bowed and plucked strings. Gamelan orchestras are used to accompany dances, songs, and wayang kulit, Indonesia's traditional form of shadow puppet play. Gamelan instruments are believed to possess supernatural powers and musicians consider them sacred. In fact, stepping over the instruments is a sign of disrespect. They even bow before playing to show their respect for the instruments. Gamelan is characterized by its polyphonic stratification kind of melody, which means the music is composed in layers of simple, independent melodic lines or interlocking rhythmic patterns. Interlocking is a common technique used in gong ensembles. Gamelan has many types, but the Javanese and Balinese gamelan are the most famous. You're probably wondering how you can distinguish Javanese gamelan from Balinese gamelan. Let's dig deeper then. Javanese gamelan is used for court music. It is characterized by being percussion-dominated, and the style of playing gives a solemn character to the music. Let's now hear an example of Javanese gamelan. Balinese gamelan is used for sacred music. It consists of metallophones and mostly gongs. It is characterized by sudden changes in tempo and dynamics, very bright and brilliant sounds, and the use of fast and rattling sounds of the cymbals, which gives it its distinctive characters. Let's now hear an example of Balinese gamelan. Let's now talk about the two basic Indonesian music scales. Both vocal and instrumental music in Indonesia follow the two basic Indonesian music scales, namely slendro and pelog. Slendro is a 5 equidistant tones in an octave, and it sounds like this. Pelog is a 7-tone scale with semitones, and it sounds like this. In many gamelan performances, a female soloist singer who sings with a gamelan is called pesinden, and the unison male chorus is called gerong.
Instrumental ensemble from Malaysia, the Agung and Kulintang. Agung and Kulintang is a gong-based musical ensemble commonly used in funerals and weddings in East Malaysia. This type of ensemble is similar to the Kulintang of the Philippines, Brunei, and Indonesia. Now, let's listen to the Agung and Kulintang, the musical ensemble of Malaysia. Next, Kertok. Kertok is a musical ensemble from Malay Peninsula that consists of xylophones played swiftly and rhythmically in traditional Malay function. Now, let's listen to Kertok, the musical ensemble of Malaysia. Next, Bikir Barat is a type of musical form that is important to Malaysia national culture. It is performed by singing in groups and often in a competitive manner, usually with percussion instrumental accompaniment or sometimes without instruments at all. Okay? Now, let's listen to Bikir Barat, the musical ensemble from Malaysia.
Oh adindaku berjanji.
Next, we have Silat Melayu. Silat Melayu is a form of martial art that is similar to Tai Chi. It originated in Malay Peninsula since the Christian era and is a mixture of martial arts, dance, and music, usually accompanied by gongs, drums, and Asian oboes. Now, let's listen to Silat Melayu, the musical ensemble from Malaysia. Next, the instrumental ensemble from Thailand, the Pipat. Pipat is a mid-sized orchestra. This ensemble has different highly ornate. One is traditionally associated with funerals and cremation ceremonies. Other versions of the Pipat ensemble are used to accompany specific form of traditional Thai drama, such as large shadow puppet theater or nangyay and the Kon dance drama. Now, let's listen to the Pipat musical ensemble from Thailand. Next, we have Koreang Sai. Is an orchestra that combines some of the percussion and wind instrument of the pipat with an expanded string section. This group is primarily used indoor performances and for the accompaniment of stick puppet theater. Now, let's listen to the Koreang Sai, the musical ensemble of Thailand. Next, we have Mahori. Mahori ensemble is traditional play by women. Thailand and Cambodia, the historical smaller, however regular-sized instruments are used today. A vocalist performing with Mahori is usually accompanied by So Samsai. But now, male and female can perform Mahori. Now, let's listen to the Mahori, the musical ensemble of Thailand. Next, the instrumental ensemble from Laos, the Morlam. The Lao Orchestra can be divided into two categories, the Sapnai and Sapnoi. Sapnai, instruments that are strictly percussive but also integrates the use of oboe, while in Sapnoi, also known as Mahori of Thailand, which is a large bamboo mouth organ and is the most popular folk music instrument of Laos. Now, let's listen to the musical ensemble of Laos, Morlam.